Hello everyone, this is Magic with Class. I'm Jeremy Class, and right now I am on Magic Arena. I have decided to try a new deck, one that is a variation on Mutate instead of being a black-blue Mutate deck, which I've used plenty of times in the past. This is a black-green Mutate deck, which has its advantages and disadvantages. One of the disadvantages is that I have less draw options. I don't have Polywatch Symbiote to reduce the cost of my Mutate cards, and I can't draw and discard with it as well. That was a big reason why that deck kind of worked, because I was able to shape my hand pretty effectively. And the bird, what was that bird called? The bird Mutate creature allowed me to continuously draw, because you can lose a lot of advantage by mutating on top of a creature over and over. Cards like Auspicious Stars kind of negate that disadvantage by putting permanents from the top of your deck onto the battlefield, but blue is really a great way to draw in Mutate decks, and ooh, what did he do? Well, he's gonna be mad at what's in my hand. So anyway, yeah, so I'm just trying this deck out. It has more removal options, which is always nice. I'm going to destroy this enchantment. And I'm going to mutate onto my Auspicious Starx, which will give me some advantage. I get a card off the top of my deck, and I get a land. What land do I need? Let me get a swamp. No attacks this turn, though. So you see, I got a free 4-mana Dirge Bat. And if I mutate over this, I can destroy. Okay, he took control of me, so that's not great. I can still attack for 3 in the air, though. And now I'm looking for a Mutate creature to destroy my own creature. I was wondering how he cast that for so cheap. So this is a variation on Mono Blue Mill. I don't think this is like the standard version of that deck. Yeah, I don't think so, because he's using some cards I typically do not see in that deck. So tiny, it gets -6, -6. Yeah, so now I essentially can't attack with my bat. Odd choice to use in a mill deck, though. I guess he just put any card that wanted me to have a bunch of cards in my graveyard. Ooh, could have used that card. Now I'm being killed by my own creature, so that's never fun, right? And all I can draw are lands. And his Ruin Crab is just... Oh, I could have used any one of those cards. So he killed all of my... Oh, great. Killed all of my Mysterious Eggs. I guess he has a counter in his hand. He has 9 mana on the field. I have 3, 4. I have a ton of mana as well. I'm gonna have to start taking 6 because what else can I do? I'll take the 6 there. And again, I'm just pretty much drawing lands. I guess that's why blue is kind of... Mono Blue Mill is kind of good in Arena, because it looks like the algorithm kind of gets messed up by Mill. This Ruin Crab is a really good blocker too. You know, That's another weakness of, I guess, green-black mutate. You have less mutant creatures overall, I believe. Well, at least in my deck you do, because I'm running so much more removal. However, I haven't been able to draw any removal or any mutate creatures, which could destroy my own Starix. So, oh, there's a removal spell that I didn't get to draw. And I only have a few cards left in my deck anyway. Take the damage. I finally drew a removal spell. And how many cards do I have? So it looks like it doesn't even matter what I target. If he's gonna mill me out. Just too many turns drawing lands. Two, three, four, five, 6. Wish I would have milled this sooner. Ugh. This guy's just kind of messing with me now, right? You know, there was a tiny chance I would have won with that. You got me, buddy. I'm gonna mill. Strange, I guess. Yeah, I have to wait till the beginning of my turn to lose the game. Well, I did make it to platinum, but I'm having a hard time progressing. This deck was doing pretty okay in gold. And then I guess it just can't compete with the platinum decks. I thought it would be surprising. I don't see too many people running black-green mutate. Eventually, I would like to use a mutate deck that is 3 colors, probably soul side, black, green, and blue. Get all the best mutate cards and cards that support mutate. Probably wouldn't run this type of removal in a blue-green-black deck. Probably go just all in on the mutate package. So this hand is not bad. 3 lands. I have a 1-drop. I have a 2-drop ramp card. I have removal. The Skarug, we're going to test him out, see if he's worth anything worth playing in this style of deck. I put him in because he does create beasts that I can mutate over. He provides a continuous creature that is a non-human. However, the fact that it's on a minus ability kind of worries me. Even though I think it should have been a -1. And then if your opponent controls more creatures, you get a loyalty counter, essentially making the card free. But, I guess not. Alright. So I'm playing Garruk onto an empty board. That's always a good sign. I'll plus him, just to raise his loyalty. Because if I can ultimate with him, it looks good. And I have removal to stop him from... Ugh. This is some sort of ramp deck in red, blue, and green. Another removal spell. I don't know if that's what I want to see right now. Alright, I'll continue to tick up with him. And I can get through for some damage. 4 damage is not terrible. Wish I would have had an Essence Symbiote instead of a ramp card. I don't really need to ramp, but that's another thing. It's hard to balance the amount of mana with your creatures and such. Alright. Nope. Let me stop that right now in case he tries to mutate over it or something. Okay, yes, I drew a mutate card. That is exactly what I want to see. I'll mutate over my mysterious egg. I still have one removal spell. And I'm just gonna keep on going. You know what? Let me attack. So that I have the win next turn on board. This gives trample as well, right? So he's gonna have to try to kill me here. At least wipe out my creatures. Auspicious Star Axe, that's a good card. I'm gonna try to kill it. So, it looks like sometimes Planeswalkers are just really good. Because that Planeswalker basically won the game for me. An early Planeswalker, some unanswered, can lead to some quick wins. I only have one Garruk though. I don't think more than one is necessary in this style of deck, and I'm kind of just playing him because he's my only Planeswalker. I opened him, and I think in a Core 2021 pack, so. Alright, let's see what I got here. It's not worth mulliganing, but kind of wish I had a better hand. Is Mysterious Egg good enough? I'm starting to think it's not, but I just don't know what a better 1-drop to put in this style of deck would be. If it just had 1 power, or put 2/+1 counters on the Mutator. Alright, so this is a blue-black Dimir Rogues deck, it looks like. This card is way better than I thought it was. Does not look like a Merfolk, though, in my opinion, but. Blood Chief's Thirst, yep. This is Dimir Rogues. I'll end. I can Murderous Rider. I've seen this variant. What can I do? I guess I'll Murderous Rider this guy. Was that the right choice? I don't know. Did I do that incorrectly? I feel like I did. Alright, let me see. Hopefully I could turn this around. Wow, he is just removing my stuff. One Mysterious Egg gets discarded. only to... Okay, what should I do now? I guess Boneyard Lurker. Maybe should have played Blood Chief's Thirst, try to kill it, and then Mysterious Egg. Another Acquisitions Expert. This guy is trying to tear up my hand. Well, whatever. I don't really need Mysterious Egg. But he is getting in for some damage. Let me mutate. I'm both gonna ramp, and I'm gonna get a Mysterious Egg back from my graveyard, right? I don't need to ramp twice. But... so annoying. Kill another one of these. I think it's too late. He just controlled the board too much, and he has too much advantage, card advantage. He has more cards in hand than me. I cannot mutate, so I cannot keep getting cards back from my graveyard. And even if I could, the cards in my graveyard... Oop, see? I just don't think I can stand up to that. Alright. I'll mutate again. I'll get 2+1/+1 counters now, right? You know what, let me get the temple, because I think I should scry. I'll get a forest. Get a swamp. Play my land for turn. Alright, just like I thought, a land. How did I know that? I'll attack because I can't afford him gaining life. So we'll trade here. I still have my Essence Symbiote. Oh, he drew. Okay. Was he waiting for that? Yeah, I guess he was. What are you trying to draw into, buddy? Another one? Another Night Hawk Scavenger? Or removal? This deck has a lot of removal. But again, in a situation where he has 3 cards in hand and I have 0, it seems like it's over. He could probably outdraw me for sure. Oh. Yeah, it's over. This card, banned in Vintage. Still good enough, apparently, for Standard, despite the fact that the companion role was changed. This card is still seeing quite a bit of play. Will I get lucky here? Nope. It's always a land. It's probably going to block with Merfolk Wind Robber, then sacrifice it. Yep. So we can't target my hand anymore. He can't keep bringing back his Merfolk Wind Robber, though. And he's going to draw over and over until he finds an answer for my Auspicious Starix. I need to find... Oh, there it is. That's the answer he needed. Ah, he probably didn't realize Auspicious Starix had +1/+1 counters on it. So Heartless Act didn't do much. I got lucky there. but okay. Heartless Act getting stopped by all these mutating +1/+1 counters. Alright. Can I turn it around here? He's gonna have to sacrifice a creature. Probably his Merfolk Wind Robber. Ugh. I'm trying to get in there. Is he gonna block? I really want that card off the battlefield. Ugh. I think he knows that even another Heartless Act would not work. And how many did he already cast? 2. However, he can sure produce some blockers. If I can mutate, I will be in a good spot. I gotta put some more mutate cards in this deck. I don't know what to cut though. Do I really want to cut removal? I don't really like this card either. Yep, he's doing all... Oh. And just like that, that card allows him to return 3 or less. Yep, that's a really good card. And now I'm back to just drawing lands. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 lands on the battlefield. Yep. Looking for an answer. Still looking for that answer. Does he have Drown in the Lock in this deck? Because that's the card he needs to draw. Surprised, is he playing Heartless Act over Drown in the Lock? Because I just don't think that's really recommended. Did he cast another one of those? I don't have any cards in my hand, buddy. I wouldn't be surprised if he attacks me with the Scavenger. I can't block it. He'll gain life. And on the return, he's just going to block me. Another land. So he'll probably... Will he take any damage here? Yeah, I'm going to have to make some cuts to this deck. There's just too many cards that do not mutate. I think... How many Essence Symbiotes do I have in the deck? Maybe cut one of those. Maybe cut a Mysterious Egg. But I don't like to cut the Mysterious Eggs because then I don't have a 1-drop. Okay, how did he kill my... Right, okay. Because one of them had Death Touch or something, right? So, I messed up here. Well, I want to see what my next draw is in case... To see if that mistake really cost me this game. To mutate creature, it probably did. This guy was at low life, and now he's over the 20 life threshold. Murderous Rider, so it might have mattered. But he just had too much card advantage. The Wind Robbers were getting him cards. Lurrus was giving him advantage. It was really Lurrus the Dream Den. That's the companion. That's pretty much the reason I lost. I'm seeing a lot more of these Lurrus variants on dimir rogues, and I gotta say they are decent. I thought that was like an inferior way to build the deck, but like Lurrus is just so powerful. Like it's shocking how strong that card actually is. Alright, I'll go first. 2 ramp spells, which is okay because I have Chittering Harvest, but with my luck I keep drawing a bunch of lands. Start with an Essence Symbiote. And what is this? A life gain deck, probably. Let's see what this guy is doing. Good card. I don't see people using this card enough. I'd play it in any deck, any two-color deck, really. Okay. So, what do I want to do? Alright, I'm going to mutate. Probably has removal if I had to guess. I'll gain a little bit of life, get a counter, drain him for 1, and I'll attack for 4. If he'll let me. Yep, it goes through. Won't be able to play this yet. I like how it costs 5 to mutate. Ugh, Felidar. No, that's a card that's gonna push me back a little. Just so much advantage from some of these cards. I think that's the problem with Standard. Just so many cards generate advantage. It wasn't even good enough that this creates 2/2s at every land drop. That was not good enough. It also had the option to put counters on all your creatures. Oh, yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. Well, if you have removal, buddy, I would use it right now. At least he's not. Oh, he put counters. Actually, a little surprised he did that. Well, now I can mutate onto my plant. He's going to need to sacrifice something, probably the 3/3. I don't think. Well, he might give up Speaker of the Heavens because it seems unlikely he'll. Nope. So I'm assuming he's going to take this damage. Unless he has something at instant speed, I don't suspect. Or unless he has another Shatter of the Storm in his hand. Really annoying card. Just really annoying. Is 4 mana board wipe just too strong? A lot of the time they're at 5 mana now. So this guy is just gonna gain life. I don't think I can mutate fast enough. Okay. This is a decent card at the very least. I have enough toughness. Will he block? Probably gonna block. No, he's not gonna block. He's gonna double block. I have 6 toughness, buddy. Alright, so he gets rid of his life linker, which I don't know if that was the smart choice. He should have gotten rid of the cat. Oh, no, because he has Shatter the Sky. Second board wipe. Cast my Chittering Harvester. Oh, another Lurrus. Wonderful. And now I have an almost insurmountable advantage to overcome. I'll drain a little. I'll need to sacrifice his speaker, I suppose. I'll mutate once more. At least I was able to draw some mutate cards. That actually really helps. But again, just not enough mutate in this deck. I gotta see if there's just really any mutate cards that can support this deck further in black and green. They could have put a couple more mutate cards, so he has to sacrifice a creature now. Probably his cat nightmare. Man, I wish I had one more card if I had. Because then his hopes card is going. Oh, nope. He did not want to sacrifice that dude. He knows that the Dream Den is giving him such card advantage. As this is Felidar Retreat, so. Alright. Ugh, he had another one of those demons in his hand, that's why. And he rebuilt the exact board state that he previously had in like 1 second. And of course that guy has lifelink, because what doesn't have lifelink these days? I can't get through for damage. See how the counter ability actually is really good? I'm sure he doesn't even care, because he's gaining life. Right. This guy has so many lands on the battlefield right now as well. I didn't expect that. And this is probably the card I needed to win. Nope, he definitely got me. Oof, I'm just stuck in this tier. Yeah, and I'm not really trying to rank up. I'm actually just trying to complete the dailies, so I can get a pack, so I can get some prizes. I'm really just looking to build my digital collection. I'm kind of not willing to pay for the cards because, you know, they're digital. If there was a way to redeem them like an MTGO, where if you collect the whole set, you could redeem it for the cards in paper, I would definitely start buying cards in digital, knowing that when it's rotates out or when it's close to rotating, I could always just cash them in for the paper cards. So I don't really play Historic, mostly because I just don't have the cards to play it. But I definitely would play it once I have enough cards. I also don't really play Limited, only because it costs kind of a lot to join a limited game. Alright, so what am I doing here? Oof, I had no early plays. Wow, this guy's searching for something. I had nothing to do early. Not good. Look at this. 4, 6, 4, 5, 5, 4. This had a mutate of 3 if I had something on the battlefield. I'm seeing that I don't think I need Mysterious Egg. I'm just don't have anything early enough to mutate. I don't have a 2-card mutator. Let me see. So the board is no longer empty. This guy has Death Touch. A Wizard, I guess, is this the party deck? No, it's based on both artifacts and enchantments. Probably trying to get as many artifacts and enchantments into the battlefield as possible. Ooh. That was good. Is this mono blue? That was a good move, I must say. I did not draw land. Disappointing. A double block. That's not wise. To attack. Alright, what can I do next turn? 3, 4, 5. Great. He's probably going to choose Garruk. And all of a sudden my Planeswalker becomes a liability. Garruk is really helpful in his deck. He has a lot of small creatures and a flyer, so I better try to do something quickly. There's that mysterious egg. Little late, you egg. 3, 4, 5. Alright, I guess I don't. You see, when I do need lands, instead of one of these, or one of these, since I'm drawing multiples, I don't get them. He's going to sacrifice his pack beast, because why wouldn't you? Really values that card this much? Oh, is it because he's going to play my Garruk? Is this card better than Garruk Wild Speaker? I think it's actually worse. I mean, Giant Growth plus Trample every turn is annoying. But unless you really cast him into an MD board, not great. Or if you already have an advantage. Because right now he has 2 creatures to my 1. Right. So Garruk is going to do nothing but help him. He should plus with him. Oh, I'm surprised he gave it to the... Well, it doesn't matter who he gave it to, right? That was a lot of damage. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, why not? Let me mutate onto a mutator. Mutate, mutate, mutate. Now he has some choices to make. I'm sure he's going to sacrifice. Nope, no, he sacrificed that. That bird really put in work in this game. And he doesn't want it? Okay, well. I'm going for your life, buddy. Your life total. Ah, because now he's going to start minusing with the Garruk, I'm sure. If he can get to 7, it's probably over. It's a good move, but... Okay. He messed up there. I guess he's not used to playing the card. He got frustrated and he forfeited because he could have still won there. Well, I'm almost trying to do these dailies. I'm gonna cut the video here now after I see what prize I got. Oh, Charming Prince. Actually, this is really good in life gain and it's versatile. I can gain life when I need to, scry if I need to, which in white is kind of important because they don't have great card selection. The exile another target creature you own could be okay if I want to blink something so that I can both attack and block in the same turn, or it has an enter the battlefield effect. In a life gain, I don't think the blinking is going to really be as effective. Mark Rosewater loves this card though because it's like kind of a pun. So a charm in Magic is something that gives you 3 options. So charming Prince also gives you 3 options. So I think they kind of went overboard with the joke because this is not what I think a prince. This is basically Prince Charming, if you couldn't tell by the name. Prince Charming, since this was from Throne of Eldraine, so a lot of the cards were based on fairy tales. But this is not what Prince Charming really does. I don't think he would have you scry 2 or gain 3 life or flicker, blink something. But I guess the pun is cute and the card is effective. It is a good card. So, Human Noble. I think they should support the Noble type. I think that it would be cool to play a Noble versus Peasants deck, maybe. Since there are also a bunch of Peasants in Throne of Eldraine. So we'll see if they ever actually support those 2 types. I have more hope that they'll support the Noble type over the Peasant type, but you never know. Maybe Peasants stick together. So, this is Magic with Class, reminding you to gather with class.